Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
We're going to talk a bit of basketball, and if you don't know me, and most of you don't, I love it. I've never played it in my life, but I have a hoop in the driveway that I've had for many years, and I am heavily involved. So, if you didn't know, I am the announcer and the MC for the Cygnus Saints, the champion, 11-time champion NBL basketball team that just won the title. And as I said, 11-time champion means that they've won it 10 times before that, and one of those times was in 1988, and they were coached by Angelo Robinson from the Kapiti Hoop Club. G'day, Angelo.
Hey man, how are you, Damian?
I'm very, very well. Thank you for joining me today and talking. We're talking basketball, man. Like I'm a tall white boy that was only good at jumping when two props were lifting him on a rugby field, mate. So, but I love it, and I've always loved it because who doesn't when you're born in the '80s and a guy called Michael Jordan comes through. So
there you go, exactly. Thanks for having me. It's a great thing for the energy, and I know you've been around for a while, so it's really good for us to have you out there on coaching too.
I'm loving being here, mate. It's an absolute great place. So, tell me, Angelo. Let's kick things off. You've been in the country a long time, mate. You were part of a high school team that went 29-0, is pretty much infamous in the Inglewood High School team that played. But you played them back in the day. But what brought you out these ways, my man?
Oh, I just came out. I was just traveling, and went to school for 4 years, and then went into wanted to go around the world and didn't get drafted. Two brothers played in the NBA, and I wanted to travel, so I ended up coming to New Zealand in 1985, and the rest is history.
Absolutely. So you got a bit of playing under your belt for the Saints, Centrals and Morera.
Moru, yes.
Yeah. So how you've seen the game change so much in this country. Tell us a little bit of what it was like back then.
Oh, back then, it was very in the early days. You have people like Clyde Huntley that came out, and Angelo Hill, and it was very, New Zealand wasn't really heard of. People always thought about it was going to Australia.
Yep.
And then those guys, and with us coming out here, and basketball was really raw. It was hard in them days, but, we were running the trainings, didn't have cars, so it was very new. But, and to be part of that and to go down and be involved with Saints and see the whole thing evolve from day one has been a very special thing to do. And to see where it's going now, like right now I'm at NZBA camp with our kids that we took over to Vegas, and we got 150 plus kids. I'm sitting here looking at now. So to see it grow and then be involved with Steve and see everything grow and be involved with Kenny and how things have grown and being there from day one, I'm very humble and I'm very happy that I was part of it.
Absolutely, my man. When did the switch flick and you started focusing on the development of the game, the young kids coming through, but not just the kids, not just the people, it's developing the game, isn't it? Making it a better game for people involved as well.
Oh, exactly. I mean, we saw Nick Kenny. We came out, we started a program, we were coaching, and we had a look, and we said, only way really for Saints to be better, they have to build from the bottom up. Yep. And what we did is we started called BPI programs, Basketball Programs Incorporated, and we would go into the schools and we would get the kids. And then it just grown from there, and then we go to the Hoop Club, and then everything has really grown from giving the kids a chance. A lot of people were sitting at the top, and they were doing a lot of political stuff, but the kids were the only ones suffering. So we said, well, we're going to go through the back door and start a Hoop Club, and the rest speaks for itself. Hoop Club is one of the biggest clubs in New Zealand. So we just been blessed to do it. And 20 years later, there's any kid that wants to play basketball has the opportunity to go from 5-year-olds all the way to Steve Adams. And going to the States with a scholarship, and just the experience alone of taking these kids who probably never been on planes before to go to Vegas in July and play against those caliber of players. You have to get good.
Yeah, well, a good mate of mine, Nathan Taylor, his daughter made the under-13 side that went, and they went to Las Vegas, and I think when I made an under-13 side, we went to Rota Vegas. So it's amazing how far sports has come and just the development side. Like, tell me, you work with Kenny Mack. I mean, he's a well-known name, but this Hoop Club, how big has it got? Where are you guys now?
Well, I think people don't really understand how big we are. You know, with Kenny and Wellington, myself and Kapiti and Terry in the Hutt Valley, we started this in '94. I mean, you know, I'm busting at the seams. You know, we're averaging 5 to 8-year-olds now. We're averaging 30 or 40 kids, and Kitty's here every morning training kids, and then Terry's running everything out in the hut. I would say, you know, I would say we don't really talk about it a lot, but we have to be, like I said, one of the top 2, our biggest clubs that have been going for so long in New Zealand.
Absolutely. It's a sport that is growing so much in this country, getting close to the sports that have been the number ones in colleges and lower for so many years. What do you put down for basketball's surge in this country?
Well, I think it's coming down to the times we've putting in, other clubs are putting in, and then giving the kids a chance to develop and seeing how the league has changed, and the guys that have been before us and coming through now. It's that mentality and knowing that, you know, they have a pathway to go to get anywhere they want to as long as they put the work in and put the time in and train for basketball. You know, and I think that comes down to a lot of that, and a lot of us sticking around and coaching and bringing programs in that, you know, that the kids want, and then seeing the progress, you know. Like I said, I'm in a matter right now just looking at 150 kids just about to get away in the training here, and it makes me proud of my chest out, you know, because we know I had part to do with this, but it's up to them, not really up to us. But they had the opportunity to maybe get a scholarship, to maybe go to the States, to maybe go in high school, and just had an experience.
Absolutely. You can give them the tools, but they've got to put in the work for sure.
Exactly.
So with all this development, you're bringing up these kids to love the game of basketball and teach them right. Are you happy where it is at top level, where they do go through the grades?
Well, I think at top level in New Zealand, it's still a little bit of more work on it. You know, BB and they're trying to do the best thing they can. But I think it's just a matter of just the ground roots. And that's why I said before, if you don't build a basement, then, you know, you're going to fizzle out when you get to the top. And you got to have more opportunity for a lot of players to be able to play, not just from a certain suburbs or certain areas. You have to give everybody a chance. And I think, you know, that's what it's all about. Or you won't grow if you don't build the basement.
Absolutely, mate. Let's talk about the Wellington Airport Awards, the community awards that were held on Thursday. You guys were finalists in the community sport and leisure category. Unfortunately, didn't win, but it must have been a huge honour for you guys to even be in that finalist category.
Oh, I mean, it's big for us, especially over the last 2 years. We've made Hoop Club Incorporated, so we're standalone now. We are sub-association of Wellington, which is great for us. And getting those awards, I think it's a lot about networking too. We were just happy to be nominated for the regionals, you know, to get through that and then be honored for the finals, whatever. We're not far off. For that exposure, and we're just trying to revamp everything and getting Kapiti on the map and understanding the fact that my program, I love to win, but my program is more about family and bringing people together. We have Father's Day, we have Mother's Day, and learning the basics. It's not about the high pressure of having rep teams and everything else. You know, that's not our job. But I just want to have a family where the parents come in and feel comfortable and being with their kids. And so far, it's in the perfect time that's working for us.
Absolutely, mate. That's awesome to hear. What's coming up next for the Hoop Club Kapiti?
Well, we're starting up in January, even though we've also taken on some other things. We have 2 men's teams. We have a social league that runs on a Wednesday and a Sunday. Then we have a pickup session where if you want to come down, for example, and have a game or bounce the ball around or have some shots or have a scrimmage, and come on in and have a go. So we're catering for everybody in the community, from adults all the way down to kids. So the next thing coming up is our social league. That's us in January. Hoop Club finishes on the 4th, I think. And I'm blessed to go home to Las Vegas on the 10th. So I'll be here going for a month, so we have a little bit of a break because we go all year round. Yeah. So it's quite good to have a little bit of a break. But there's so many new things happening, and we're just moving. So many things happening with Hoop Club now that we've revamped and everything, and a lot of hard work put in. We got a lot of people that have played for me on our committee. A lot of young, new, fresh people with fresh ideas, and it's just the leaps and bounds.
Amazing, mate. Amazing. Where do people find information, getting in contact with you guys, or joining up?
Yep, Hoop Club Kapiti .com, and it's on the website. All one word. And then you go on the website, you look up Hoop Club Kapiti, and stuff will come up from there, and everything's on there. We're blessed to have some good people, and they're interjecting some good stuff and photos and stuff like that. And and from the feedback I'm getting, a lot of people are knowing about it, so we're reaching a lot of people. So it's not hard to find. So Hoop Club Kapiti.com, and then from there, all the information will be on the website.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me this morning to talk a bit of ball, mate. I hope it's not our last time. All the best with the 150 kids that are standing in front of you. And just keep up the awesome work, man.
We will. Thanks for having me, man. And hopefully we will talk again. I look forward to it.
So do I. Angelo Robinson, the head director of coaching for the Kapiti Hoops Club, and he's also a PE teacher at Kapiti College. Oh, thank you, my man. I really appreciate it.
106.3 Beach FM.